You are now tuned in to Hot Topics with Donna. And on this show, we do one thing: keep it real hot. That's honest, open, and transparent. If you didn't know, now you know. So sit back and unwind as we bring the vibe and a little bit of glorious sunshine to your heart, soul, and mind. Your lovely host, Hot Donna, will be with you in just a few moments. But while you wait, go ahead and set an atmosphere of peace in your space. If you can, cut the lights down low, get your hydration on, vibration zone. Cause tonight, you're about to receive some delicious food for your soul. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's about to get hot. You are indeed in the one and only place to be this evening. We appreciate you for joining us, and in just a few moments, we about to turn the heat all the way up. That's right. It's about to go down right now on Hot Topics with Donna. Show your virtual love by smashing that thumbs up and heart icon as many times as you can. And without further ado, I have the distinct pleasure of introducing your host, the one and only Hot Donna.
Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Hot Topics with Donna. I am your host. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Jaquana. I am your host, Donna Taylor, here live from D Taylor Network. I'm super excited. I'm always excited when I can interview somebody that I know up close and personal, just as much as I am interviewing people that I do not know but have graced this platform. I'm truly thankful. I don't take it lightly. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the word of the day for my guests, for you, for me. And that's how we do it. If you don't know what HOT stands for, it stands for honest, open, and transparent. The music that I play every week for the last 2 years, that is a song that my oldest son, Cedric, created for Hot Topics with Donna. That is his voice. That's his music. He created the whole get up for my theme show for Hot Topics with Donna. So I'm super excited about that. But I'm going to give you some updates as soon as me and my guests finish talking. So the word that I chose today for my guest is creativity. And you know I always have a scripture to back it up. So I'm going to give you the scripture that it came from. And it is Ephesians 2:10. And it says, we are what he has made us, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand to be our way of life. And when we start talking to this young lady, she is truly talented, truly creative. And so I am super excited. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her on and we're going to get started. Hey, Scott, glad you can join. So we're going to get started. Amazing week. The 4th is coming up. So yeah, I'm just excited. So hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So are you driving or are you just sitting?
No, I'm sitting in my car because my kids are extra loud and they're excited. So they're like, "Mommy, we want to be right there." And I'm like, "No."
Oh yeah, they could have. So as people can see, creativity. I love the eyes. I love it. So that's the word that I chose for you, and I think it's truly fitting for you to for creativity. So when did you notice that you had a creative style in you?
Honestly, when I was younger, about 9 or 10.
And so how did that come about? Did you always love makeup, or you just always had a creative style about you?
Um, I just always have a creative style about me. I love different things, and so I learn really fast. So if I like it and I see it and I'm interested in it, I'm gonna learn it, and I'm gonna learn it like that.
Yes. And so here you are being your creative, beautiful self. So tell people who you are and where you reside, and then we're just gonna just have some great dialogue.
My name is Deonnia Lyon. I go by Deanna the model. I'm originally from Fuquay-Varina, North Carolina. I reside in Hornet County here in Lillington. I be everywhere though, but my hometown is the big state of Fuquay-Varina.
Wow, I didn't know that until I saw that. So did you go to Western Hornet?
I went to Hornet Central, home of the Trojans. We are
So
not
where is that? Where is that at? Because my children went to Western Hornet. So how far are they apart?
about 15, 20 minutes, depending on your driving. So Hornet Central is located in Anger, and Western
Oh,
Hornet
okay.
is technically called Norrington. So it's like a
Hmm.
little difference in between.
Oh, okay. So you're a model, you're a brand ambassador, and I found out that you dance. So we're gonna talk about that. You're a print model and you're a makeup artist. And so you're doing some amazing things. So when did you first notice that, besides being creative, did you know you want to be a model?
I honestly never thought about being a model. That was not on my to-do list. So I have a 10-year-old daughter. She's 11 now. When she started, she was 9, and she started with my sister, Jaquana Williams.
Yeah, yeah.
And I watched them, and I would just sit back and watch, and I'd be like, you know what, y'all, I gotta practice with her. And my sister was like, well, you always in the camera, and I'm like, nah, I'm not about to take no pictures. Like, I'm not
Right,
about to
right,
do that. And
right.
she's like, wow, you're so pretty. I'm like, y'all do that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stay behind the scenes.
right.
My daughter goes, Mom, please, we'll do the mom and daughter thing. So I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. So we did the best of both worlds together, and
Hmm.
it was amazing. Amazing show, amazing opportunity. But then my daughter kind of fell off, and she was like, Mom, I want you to shine for a little bit. I want you to put your
Oh,
creativity out there. So
wow.
I'm out here.
And that's pretty amazing for a young girl to say, hey, and because she's still growing, she's still evolving, and then for her to say, oh well, I'm gonna just take a step back, like like that's what we should be saying as parents, like I'm gonna take
Yes.
a step back and let you shine. But she wanted to allow you to shine, and so here you are. And Jaquana, I met her, but I didn't know that she had a sister because me and her been knowing each other for a long time, and I met her through my cousin Dion, doing his shows and stuff. And so did you ever, just like when you saw her on the runway, because she know how to walk that
Oh,
runway,
yes,
that's for
you
sure.
do.
And so did you ever think, I'm gonna let her do this? Was it because you felt like you wouldn't be able to do it, or you just said, let me stay into my own arena?
So I kind of just stayed in my own arena and just did her makeup. And that's just because I was one of them girls that didn't always get picked for this, or wasn't
Hmm.
always chose for this. I wasn't pretty enough, or
Hmm.
I felt like my skin wasn't pretty enough, and I doubted my
Hmm.
own self. So,
Girl, but let me ask you something now, because I'm gonna tell you, you brought up a point, because and that's how I used to feel when I was in school, because guys wanted the girls with the long, pretty hair, black girls, I'm just going to keep it real,
right.
and, the light skin and all this. And then when you have evolved, you know what I
Woo!
mean?
Yes!
When you have evolved, it's like, oh, so now I'm good enough. But the only thing I did, I just grew up.
That's it. And it's crazy because a lot of them are really in my inbox now.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
just like,
Mhm.
y'all have gotten ugly, and I don't want y'all. Like, nah, thank you. I'm good. Like, I'm good where I'm at. So it's more like
Right.
now, it's like, dang, they be like, she really. But if you look at my pictures from school to now, the only difference is I got more of a mom body. I got more of that mom touch. Um,
Right.
I'm more laid back now. I'm more like
Hmm.
calm. Versus in school, I don't care male or female. You say something like, it is what it is, like type stuff.
Right. Right.
Now it's
But
like,
But so now that they're in your inbox, do it make you feel, it's not like you're trying to be petty by no means. So we're not saying we're trying to be petty, but we're just saying that we were the same. We just grew up. I mean, in my pictures, I look back, I still look the same.
The exact
I
same.
got older, and you know, like you said, you get a little curves here and a little curves there. But my personality, I feel, is still the same. I just grew up, and I'm now embracing who I am, because before I never used to embrace that, because you allow people in relationships to make you feel less than.
Right, exactly. And that's how I am. I don't be petty. I mean, I'll speak, but as far
Right.
as like everything else, back like Mike Jones said, back then you didn't want me, now I'm hot, you all want me, now I'm good. I want those that want me for me. For me, who
Absolutely,
I am.
absolutely, absolutely. And so now, when you first hit that stage on the runway, your very first time, what did you feel? Did you want to back out? Did you say, I got this? Or how was that for you?
I wanted to quit. I was scared. I was nervous. I had like 1,000 emotions. Like, well, I can't walk like that one. Oh my God, did you just walk down the runway? Like she killed. Yeah, I had
Right.
multiple emotions.
And so now, here you are, been doing this how long now?
Almost 2.5 years.
And so how have you feel you have grown and evolved into the model that you want to be, not compared to anyone else?
So I know I'm not still growing. I'm done growing, excuse me. I've grown a lot. I used to look down on the runway a lot and not walk with my head held high because that's my own self-esteem issue. But
Mm-hmm.
now when I hit the runway, I don't care who out there. Baby, my head held down. I might look down as I walk off, but baby, you better know I'm coming to stud. It is what
I
it is.
know, right? And so here you are. And so do you do a lot of shows with your sister
I,
now?
I do. I try to do a lot with my sister.
Right, because I know you and her are close, but did this make you closer? And because you know, when you have siblings, you know, you may be doing A, she may be doing B. It doesn't mean that you're not close, but when you can find a common thing together to make you really fit, did that make you guys come closer?
Well, I was always with my sister, so like I was her personal makeup artist. She
Okay.
believed in my makeup dream more than I believed in it, honestly.
Wow.
So it was more so like that bond we have, it got stronger, but it got to a point where like we're inseparable now. Like we can't go days without talking to each other. I
Wow,
will
that's
call
awesome.
her and she'll call me like, girl, is you okay? Like today, she didn't talk to me. Mind you, we was just together.
You're right, right.
She like, and even after the picnic, we still went out and did our own thing. And
Wow.
she's like, are you okay? I just called to hear your voice. And I'm like, Sissy, I love you. I'm good. I'm just
Right.
trying to prepare for this interview. And she's like, you're going to do good. Just hit the D, just talk like you normally
Yes,
talk. Like,
yes, that's it.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
And
it.
you know, and like Jaquana and I, you know, I feel her and I over the years have built a bond, you know. And I'm the type of person, if somebody posts something like pray for me or, you know, something like that on their page, I am very leery. I don't like to post what I want to say to them on their page, because
Right.
if I have a relationship with you, I can inbox you and say, listen, hey, is everything okay? Because for what I got to say is not everybody's business.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because that's the type of person I am. If I feel something in that post is not right, even if you just say, oh, it was just something, girl, at least I know it's
Right.
something. And that's how I've always been with her. If I feel, you know, if I read something and I'm like, this don't sound right, let me reach out and say, hey, just checking. Not trying to be nosy, but I'm just checking, because that's what you do. I don't need to tell everybody in the world, well, girl, what's going on? No, I need to inbox you and say, listen, what's going on?
Absolutely.
She said, yes, that's my baby. I love you. I love you too. Thank you, Natalie. Hey, Robin. And so here you are rocking the runway. And I'm just glad that you came into your own, because a lot of times, like you said, when I first started off like you, I'm like, I don't have what it takes to, you know, grace this runway. You know, you looking at everybody else fierce walking, you thinking like my walk ain't like, and I never forget, I had a model coach told me, he said, everybody has their own signature walk.
Right.
Even if you're modeling or not, you have your own signature walk. And I never looked at it that way until you start watching people. And if you watch people do have their own unique walk. You know, it's never the same.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so how far do you want to take your modeling career?
I honestly want to go. I want my career to be a legacy for my kids.
Yeah.
I don't come from a family with a lot of money. But I make sure my kids, all of them, have everything they want and need. So
Right.
journey for me is getting to a place where I could not just walk the runway, but God knows Rihanna's my fave. If she called me and say, "Hey girl, can I get you to walk for 50?" I'm out there. Hey girl, that's what I'm gonna do. That's the status I want to be at. I'm not taking this as this is a game. This is something.
Right. You came to slay.
Yes.
You came to slay. Hey sisters, Rhonda. Hey queen. You came to slay. I know. And see, like me, I do it because I just like doing it. But like this, what I'm doing right now, this is where I want to be. I want my own talk show.
Absolutely.
Like that's my ultimate goal. That is my ultimate goal. You know, to just be able to interview amazing people, like just amazing people that they're striving to do stuff. Because a lot of times we as African American, we get a bad rap. Yeah, we got some bad in every race, but a lot of times they don't show the positive that we're doing.
Absolutely.
You know, everybody, because we model, we ain't out here trying to sell sex. We're out here trying to make it big. You see what I'm saying? And because I have on this garment, this is what this designer, I'm trying to sell this garment. I'm not trying to sell my body.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's what a lot of people see. They see when, you know, especially, I don't know if it's been that way for you. When I first started out, when my late husband was living, they was like, "Oh, your wife doing this, your wife modeling, she doing this." And he was like, "These are just pictures. This is not her everyday life."
Absolutely.
You know, but if they see you having a bathing suit, right?
Yeah.
It's different. And I always tell people, what's the difference? I can go to the beach, go to the pool, have on the same swimsuit, but you look at me and be like, she look nice. But if I take a picture in this swimsuit and it gets published or posted,
I'm doing something wrong.
I'm doing something wrong. It helped me understand this. And so how do you deal with that? Because, you know, when people model, you know, we get scrutinized because they just think that we're trying to sell sex instead of looking at us as artists. We are creative being, creating different looks for different designers and what have you. Because the designers, they ain't trying to sell no sex. They're trying to sell their garment.
Absolutely. They're trying to make money. So
right.
I found that in this industry, because of, I'm gonna make this statement. I'm gonna make it right, where it don't come off too harsh.
Well,
but we have some ladies that actually do this to sell sex, so they make it hard for us.
Absolutely.
That is actually out here that's trying to make this as a career. You know, so my body is my body. So I did a fashion show, and I'm not gonna speak on the fashion show. I'm just gonna say I did a fashion show. Okay. I've never felt more of a woman sex tool than I did in that fashion show.
Wow.
After that fashion show, it got me to think, right? I can have the flyest clothes and the sexiest outfit on, but I'm not a number. I'm not a stripper. I'm not a number. I'm a woman. So when you look at you like that, as a woman, it makes you feel uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting.
Absolutely.
So you may call me sexy and you might like what I got on and that might be your favorite color. But at the end of the day, when I get out them clubs, I'm home to be me and my kids, to be their mom. I'm not going home with you. So that's where it just comes down to. Like, you can look at me like a piece of meat, but I'm gonna look at you like you trash too. Just because
right.
But I'm
and like you said, that makes it hard for women like you, women like some of our other model sisters that may be on here. When I go to a fashion show, I don't go looking for anything. I look at it as a job. If you ask me to come be in your show, I come to be in your show. I come to do what I need to do, and I pack my stuff and I get out.
Absolutely.
Because like you said, at the end of the day, when you leave, even when you step in, you come as a woman first. But then you're a mother, then you're a wife, you're a significant other, then you're a grandmother, whatever. You're somebody's person.
Absolutely.
Let's put it that way. And when you have women models coming in with their own agenda.
Hey, yep, it makes it
hard for women like you and me and other models on here, because I will not sell my body
for a
or
picture.
my soul to be anything other than what I came in there to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so how do you separate yourself from these type shows, or how do you pick and choose the shows that you are a part of, because you're building your brand and you're doing a damn good job of it? So how do you now, because of where you're moving, how do you protect your brand from being a part of foolishness?
So I have learned that everybody's different. So if you ask me to do something, I'm now going to sit back and research. I'm going to sit and watch. And I'm going to see who you intertwine with. Because if you're intertwining with some things that I'm not about, then I'm going to move a different way. So then when I ask, like, hey, well, why she not doing this? Or you go to my mama, because a lot of people will run to my mama. And for those that don't know, my mother is Queen Garrison. And they will say, well, hey, why your daughter doing this? Or why your daughter why she not doing this? That's why, because she has moved herself from this situation. And I've had to do that recently with a lot of different people. You know, I'm in this to win it. And everybody that's has to win. Right.
Absolutely.
So if you're on here and you're on Facebook and you're screaming this or you're talking about that and fighting and all this sidebar stuff, I can't associate myself with you. And I'm not rude. I'm not being phony. I'm not being fake. Baby, I just got bigger things in mind. And it's a lot of younger women that want this position that can have it, but they don't got to do it the way that y'all want them to do it. So we're going to teach you how to move the right way. Because you don't got to use your body to get where you
Because this is the thing. Facebook don't go away. The cloud don't go away. It does not. Hey, Daniela. Hey, Rashika. It does not go away. And see, and that's why, like, I used to have a personal page, but I was very strategic about what I even posted on my personal page. Because my personal page and my business page, it's the same person. It's still me. So how can I say I want to be a business person and go places when I'm acting ratchet on my personal page? And then I want to come on here and be like, oh, hey, this is Hot Topic with Donna. And how?
Absolutely.
You cannot. Absolutely. You cannot. And people, they don't see that. And when you try to start correcting people
they don't like
in a place of love and say, listen, I am no better than you. All I'm saying is, what image are you trying to portray? And where do you want your brand to go? Because right now, I know if Oprah was to see me right now, I know I would have a chance for her to sponsor me because of how I carry myself and what she will go see, because people gonna dig before they even give you a chance.
Absolutely.
They don't dig before they give you a chance, and people don't understand that. I don't care how good you model. I don't care how good you do whatever you're doing. If you're trying to go to the next level and you think somebody is going to sponsor you and promote you, you got another thought coming if you don't think they're going to go do their homework. Because why would Oprah just sign her papers on me?
You absolutely right.
They're not going to do it.
It's funny that you said that, because I was talking to one of my friends about this interview today, and he was like, well, why are you nervous? I said, I don't like talking in front of people. He said, when you walk in front of people, I said, yeah. He said, tell you this. He said, there's nobody no different than you. He said, talk to them like you're talking to me. He said,
and that's what we're doing. And that's what I tell people, because, and I feel I'm thankful for that God give me that personality that people do feel comfortable, because a lot of people come on and they're like, wow, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, we're just going to have chit chat. And when people be like, well, send me questions. No, because then if I send you questions, you're not going to be creative. You're not going to be authentic. You're going to sit here and study these questions. And then when you come on here, you're going to be so freaking prim and proper. You still being fake. Just be who you are.
Yes,
be who you are. I mean, I have been on here crying. I mean, be who you are, because people will respect the real you because they see the real you. And I'm a firm believer. If I like you, and I see the real you, I know how to deal with you accordingly because I've seen the real you. But if you give me two faces, then I don't know how to deal with you because I'm trying to figure out
Who you are.
which face I'm dealing with, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And so, but how do you deal with females that have two faces? Because I'm gonna tell you point blank, listen, I can respect you more knowing that you don't like me, right? Because we're not gonna like everybody, but we can still treat each other with respect. But I'd rather know you don't like me than you to sit at my table,
Mm.
sit at my table, and then you trying to stab me in the back.
Well, honey, welcome to Deonnia. I'm very nice. I've entered this world into being nice. I've befriended quite a few people that I thought were friends.
Mm-hmm.
But because my loyalty is, and this subject, who you got the right one, I think, for this conversation right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Real talk.
So this modeling industry right here, I tell people it come with a lot of drama, it come with a lot of hate. Like I said, I befriended some people. I thought they were my friends. I was in the mix of drama that I didn't even know was happening. My
Right.
history was being talked about before when I first
Hey, Miss Belinda. Hey,
that I was
Kevin.
pregnant last year. So that was a big conversation, and I didn't understand why.
None of your
Um,
business.
yeah. So we having conversations about that, and so the group of women that it was, how do you say that? I still just kept on being friends with them because I feel like this a snake gonna let me chop his head in the end every time.
Yeah.
So and another thing is the Lord allows me to see people for who they are. He lets me go through certain things, and then when I see them for who they are, then it's like, okay,
Girl, yes.
people that know me know that I will snap you in half and ask questions later, right? So we got
Right.
this mom and this model lady that's trying to be like a big example for these women.
Right.
I don't got to put my hands on you anymore for me to kill you with my kindness because I'm
Right.
offended.
Right.
What you're doing is now you're stepping over me and now you're starting rumors and you're just talking about me. And see,
Right.
I don't like when you touch thy anointing. So I don't got to go to
Mm.
church every time.
No,
Y'all don't know
you
my
know,
background.
we ain't finna go.
Right. So you
Hey,
got to
Crystal,
go to
hey,
church
Crystal,
every
hey.
time. And a
Oh,
lot of people don't know me because I'm new to this. So
right.
by you not knowing me, you don't know what my history is and what my relationship is with God.
And
So
that's nobody's business.
right.
Miss Belinda said you will find out who is for you and who's not. And and that's the thing. Like I said, I don't know if you saw when I did hey Crystal, I don't know if you saw when I did why women can't get along,
Oh
and
yeah.
my subtopic was like, why you mad? Because this is my thing. I am me. I can only be me because I may not can walk in Deonna's shoes because what you have been through or what you have to go through, I may not be equipped for. Just like you may not be equipped for my journey.
Absolutely.
I might have some hiccups along the way and you may not survive. And that's why I don't understand how we, and especially African American women, we're the worst one. It may be in other races, but I can't speak on their race. I can only speak on ours.
Oh
And
no.
so my thing is, if we can be powerful and lift each other up, do you know how far we can get? Because I always tell people we done did a damn good job of turning each other down. We got that shit so pat that we ain't even got to worry about it because we got that part pat. But when will we start giving that same energy to saying, I see you, sis, keep going, I'm proud of you? Instead of, I feel like you the competition. We should be competing with our own self every day that we get up.
You know, the sad thing about that is, Miss D, I don't compete with nobody but Deonna. I'm gonna tell you God on his shoes.
Me too.
I'm
Me
not
too.
competing
Cause
with nobody. I'm not
me
competing
either.
over no man. I ain't competing
No,
over
ma'am.
no woman. I ain't
No,
competing over
ma'am.
spot. I am not competing with nobody. I don't have to. You tell you why I don't have to? Because every day I look in that mirror, I see myself and I see my own trials.
Absolutely.
I see my
Absolutely.
own tribulations. So
Mama, hold on. Let me get my little reading glasses. Mama Queen said we would be undefeated if we could stick together because we're so talented. And that's the truth, sis. We are talented women, but we just got this thing twisted because you know what? We've all had our own struggles, our own ups and downs. And you know what? Tomorrow may be another hiccup. But my thing is, as long as God give us breath to wake up to see another day, I want to be a better version of me than I was today. And so when you encounter these people that you've befriended, and now here they are, they don't respect you at the level that you thought that they were. Because if I say I'm your friend, I'm your friend.
Right.
If I feel like I've done something to offend you, I'm woman enough and say, listen, sis, did it come out? I think I offended you. I don't know, right?
Right.
Because it's better to know than not know. And you feel like, if I felt like I hurt your feelings and that animosity grows within you and I don't know, that's the woman thing to do. Is just say, hey, oh, I said that, but did it come out wrong, sis? I mean, because then we can be still on an even keel. And why we don't do that, I don't know. And so now here you are. How do you handle having to cut people off?
Oh, I cut them off like I take my drawers off. I don't care. Lotto said it best. She thought I was going to quit her, and she must have booked her head, baby, because I'm not sweat. My thing is this: what's real and what's for me is going to be for me. And
Yes,
so, if
right.
I had to cut you off, it was a reason. Whether it was just for me to be able to keep my sanity, or for it was for me to just keep from snapping on you. If I do something wrong, I'm a grown woman. I know how to apologize. At 30 years old, I can
Absolutely,
say, you know what,
absolutely, absolutely.
I did this and I'm sorry. I'm gonna use this as an example. Me and my sister, one day she had posted something on Facebook. This is my sister.
Right.
I hear her like, ma'am, who you talking to? You know, like, what are you talking about me? Not knowing that it's other people that deal with it in her life. Yeah, I knew that, but I kind of felt like it was me. But you know, it
Right,
wasn't me.
right, right,
But I did
right,
not go off on her. I didn't cuss her out. But I did
right.
tell her, hey, if I made you feel some type of way, I'm woman enough to say I'm sorry.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
apologize. And
Let
as
me see.
women,
Somebody else said, if I had to cut you off, I had to. I agree with this. Absolutely. That was my niece. I mean, you have to, because this is the thing. We know when we need to cut folks off.
yeah, man,
But
female, friend,
yes, and
mama,
you know,
family.
and I was talking to one of my friends today, and me and her was just talking about relationships just in general. And it's like God give you the writing on the wall. It's like plain as day. You know, it's like you picking up a book and them words is right there, and you trying to ignore like those words not gonna be on this page.
Absolutely.
And it doesn't mean that when we cut people off, it doesn't mean, and I don't know if you feel this way, it doesn't mean that you don't like them, you don't respect them, just as a human. It just means that where I'm going,
You can't go.
can't go anymore, because you have already showed me who
Who
you
you
really
are.
are. And I call them freaking chameleons. Ain't that's how you say it? Chameleons. You know,
Yep. Yep. They didn't slip
that's
up.
what I call people that got these two faces. You a chameleon. It depends on what color you're gonna be, depending on what crowd you with.
Absolutely. And you know, that's another thing with women. I'm not finna be another thing. If you don't like me, or you don't like one of my friends, you don't like any of that, I'm
Tracy,
not.
hold on. Tracy said, you make me feel a certain type of way all the time.
But you're my manager. I have a right to make you feel a certain way. You're my
And
manager.
so my niece said, I give people a chance and the benefit of a doubt. So if I cut you off, you were on your last leg and you had to go.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so Tracy, she gonna give you a hard time because you know she gotta make sure she gotta make sure she keep you straight, Tracy. That's what that is.
Absolutely.
That's what that is. And so you just got published in Black Magazine.
Thank you.
Congratulations. So how many times have you been published on this journey?
I'm saying I've been published at least 10 times.
Awesome.
Um,
And you're just like, but have you been doing like print work before you was actually on the runway?
to be honest, when I took off doing it all. My
Wow.
manager, Tracy Lucas, he was definitely pushing Queen Garrison. was
That
definitely
is
pushing
awesome.
magazines.
Yes.
My first group that I ever joined was the Capricorn Divas.
Right.
And when I joined the Divas,
I'm trying to read what they say. Bugatti. Hey, Kim. Bugatti said, I agree with you, Gina. I'm the same way. I give you a chance, but when it's cut off, but it's no hard feelings. Absolutely. No hard feelings because you know why? Because you can't allow those hard feelings to fester because it hinders you. Because I look at when you allow people to do something, it's like a cancer. It starts affecting every part of your life. And
absolutely.
and if you're trying to go places and do things, hey, can't take it personal. Hey, you had your chance. Now it's time for us to move on. And so now I mean, like you're doing big things. And so is this Black magazine? Are they foreign? Is this a foreign magazine?
I think they're actually out of California. I'm gonna do some more research on it. It's either California or New York. But the guy's name is Terrell. He's big. He's big on pushing our black culture and getting us out there. Getting the women and males out there. They are a good magazine to submit for. They had been harassing me. Let me stop saying harassing.
Right. You was in high demand. You was in
they
high demand. That's what that was.
they have been inboxing me for since September of last year to go ahead and submit. So I finally was like, I found the perfect pictures and I submitted because I'm used to. Thank you, Miss Gina. I'm used to Queen or Tracy submitting for me, and now I'm having to do my own leg work. Because they like, we out here pushing you. Got to push yourself. So
Girl.
I appreciate that with them doing that because my
Yes.
mom, she does do a lot and she has a lot going on.
Yes.
Now that the Divas, we're still here making noise, shouting out. It's about our time again to shine.
It's
But she
about
also has
time.
the unique baddies,
Yes.
and I'm a baddie for
Yes.
her.
Yes.
And yeah,
We
my
are.
sister's
We
in the
are.
group. Yeah,
I'll
we
tell
got a
you,
lot
girl.
going on.
Wait. Let me tell you. So we're Queen. We got to give it up to her. She is.
Woo!
Yes. Thank you.
Yes!
And that's why I'm trying not to get emotional. That's why I put in the group after the shoot because I don't allow a lot of females in my
Right,
space for just that purpose. And so, when I come around, sometimes it may feel like I'm kind of reluctant, but I'm still coming into a group of women that I'm getting to know in their own right because I want to know all of my sisters on a different level. You know what I'm saying?
right.
And that's how I feel relationships are born because you and I may have more in common than the next, Rhonda and I, but we're all making it work for all of us to have something unique with all of us. And so when we did this shoot and they start posting pictures in there and I seen that video, I literally had tears in my eyes because for me, it was powerful.
Absolutely.
It was so
Absolutely.
powerful seeing African American women. We were walking, we was talking, and everybody was vibing. But even just the video itself,
Couldn't
it
explain the way it felt that way.
generated the energy just looking at it.
It was amazing. And I'm just like that as well. I don't do females because instance of this right here, they
Right.
don't understand. When I started this modeling, the first female that I met out of this industry was Queen Garrison.
Yep.
And unlike most females, and that night, let me just say, I was with two females. The other female, I'm not mentioning her name, she made me feel as if, girl, you here, you just better get in where you fit in, you know? Not Queen Garrison.
No, no,
That
she's not.
lady looked at me and she took me in as if I was her own. And
Yeah.
she said, you come here, girl, you get over here and you actually like work it. You
Right.
take pictures with me. And at first I was like, cause I don't know this lady.
Right.
But then
But
it was
I'm gonna
just
tell you, she has been true to herself since I met her. Her and I met at a fashion show And me and her was talking the other day, and she was saying how one of the, designers was talking and said something, and she was like, I just turned around, gave a look, and she was like, oh yeah, I could deal with her. And she's been true to me ever since. That's how her and I connected at a fashion show, because she can tell you, when I come to a fashion show, I don't be coming up in there. When I come to a fashion show, the first thing I feel when I come in there, I feel the energy. I want to see how the energy is. And when you come to a fashion show, and I don't leave God out the door when I come in there. I take him in there when I go.
You better.
I
You
can
better.
feel,
You better
I
bring
can
him
feel
and the whole army.
I feel the discernment when I walk in the door. He already done show me who ain't what, who ain't this, and who to just stay in your corner. And a lot of times when I go, I stay in my corner, because I can't allow all these spirits to be connected to me, because I don't know what the hell you done been around, and I don't want it on me. And I'm coming home acting a fool. People looking at you like, what you went to a fashion show, you coming home crazy.
Look,
right?
I'm going to give you a funny story, right?
And people think these spirits are crazy, but no, you have to be careful about these spirits these people got on them. And you coming home, you went in one way, and you coming home, and you yelling at your kids now. You're yelling at your spouse, your significant other, and you don't even know why. And you've been the one that's gone all day.
Absolutely. And that's funny.
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. One fashion show me and Queen went to, Queen Garrison. I'm good for going in, and most of the time I'm asking for my mom. But this in particular fashion show, I was just there. And you're right about spirits. Normally we sit in the corner and we mind our business. But this fashion show, Deonnia was getting hyped with everybody else because that was the energy. She ain't just pulled me to the corner when we got home. See, my mom, she won't embarrass you.
Oh,
Baby,
no.
I didn't get in time enough to get to my phone good enough, and she didn't send me a message. Ma'am, the next time you go to a fashion show and you ain't trying with that bullshit, me and you gonna have a problem. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God.
I'm telling
And I
you.
thought about it. I was like, well, I didn't do anything. She said, no, you didn't. She said, but just the fact of the matter is, and my sister's big on that. Quanta's big on that as well.
Oh, yeah, Quanta, yeah.
When they doing all that rah-rah stuff, because a lot of people don't understand that. When you're in the back, they can hear you out there in that audience. They can hear you. So when you're doing all that, wait on, that's annoying. And we can't hear what the next call is.
Let's call it ratchet.
Right. And that is exactly what it is. And so we can't hear. Other people can't hear. And her biggest thing is what she just put in there. You have to protect your brand.
And I'm going to tell you, and me and her talk, I will protect my brand at all costs.
Absolutely.
At all costs, because I have been working too damn hard
to get
to this place. I ain't finished, but I've been working too hard. And a lot of times people be like, oh, don't worry about what I'm doing. I'm staying in my lane.
Absolutely.
If you are on 55, you stay on 55, I'm on 45. But you know what? If you stay in your lane, I stay in my lane, we're going to get there at the same time.
Absolutely.
And I don't try to worry about if Deonna's over here on 55. I might not even can handle being on 55. I might only can handle 35 right now. But we get so caught up in, and that's how that jealousy and envy is, get started, because we're so busy trying to figure out what somebody else is doing. If you're doing good and you're not hurting people, you're not trying to demote people because they're not where you at, then hey, rock on. But when I feel that you think you have arrived because you doing this and you doing that, hey, I don't have respect for you. Absolutely. Because at some point, God can take it all away. And when he takes everything away, and I tell people all the time, he can take everything away from me. But one thing I want to be left with is my dignity and my pride in my name. That's it.
Absolutely. Another thing is, I don't care about what the next man do, what the next man got. I see it like this. Again, my biggest motto is what's for me is for me. But it also is, you don't know my story. And so I don't know your story. And you don't know what I've been through to get where I am, what I'm going through.
Absolutely.
When you see me and you be like, why is she always smiling and why is she always happy? If you only knew. But one day I'm gonna tell my testimony.
And that's like me, girl. And so people, like even with my book, I done been through some shit.
Absolutely.
like you said, people would look at you because I can put on a face, made up, change my hair however I want it to be, dress nice just to feel good about who I am. But if you only freaking know,
What it
but
took to
you
get
want to look at me and say, I think I'm this, I think I'm that. Yes, I'm all that because God told me I was fearfully and wonderfully made. So what you think about me at this moment does not matter because you don't know my freaking story. You don't
absolutely.
know
And
my story. And you know what? I still have a journey.
I'm
I'm still on this
still
journey.
going.
And
Yep.
if we would continue to support each other and be sisters, we can all heal, we can all grow, we can get further, but we are so busy trying to tear each other down. It makes me sick.
It does. And that's why I don't have no friends. I don't have no
Yeah.
friends. I don't have no
Let me see
friends.
what my niece said. Let me see. She said, if you see me winning, if you see me happy, please know I deserve this. I work hard for it. Absolutely.
It's it's a lot to it. As Black women, we already struggle. We're moms. Most of us are moms. We
Right.
get I'm thankful I have 7 kids and all of my
Right.
kids have the same father. But I also was blessed with 3 bonus kids that are my kids' siblings that I will give the world to.
Absolutely.
People look at me and it's funny because they're like, she got 10 kids. I got 7 biologically, but when God put these kids in my life, He put them in my life for a lifetime. He didn't put them in here for me to shun them when I get bigger or me to shun them because me and their dad didn't work out. That's
Right.
not what He did. But as Black women, we struggle because we're Black. And
And
they
that's what Gina said. She said, yes, as Black women, we are already struggling. We already uber enough stress.
under enough
He said
stress.
under stress, under
Yeah.
stress. But yeah, but you know what? But people don't see that. Hey Philip, thank you for joining. But people don't see that. And just like I said, I am just living a life now that I just want to have peace. I want to have people in my life that want to be in my life. If you choose not to, I'm okay with that because you know what? If you choose not to, that means that is less freaking stress I have to worry about.
Absolutely. If don't nobody talk to me, but Queen Garrison, you, Quana, and the rest of my crew, baby, I don't care. Cause guess what?
Exactly.
That little bit of support is gonna get me to where I need to be.
And
And
look
just
at and
because you
look, but
don't
look
like
at
me,
look where you're going now. Look how you're doing. Look how you have came out the gate. I'm gonna say you done came. Look, I'm gonna say you done came off the what's the word I want to use? You done came off the makeup line doing your
ah,
sister's makeup, and now here you are.
thank
Like, okay,
you.
you done came, and that's the beauty because he was preparing you to see what you was going to endure. And so now when you have those haters, when you have people that, say who she thinks she is, well, who you think you are or who you think I am, because apparently you're saying something that I haven't even said or owned up to it. So what is it about me that makes you intimidated?
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
if I'm just in my own right and minding my business, what is it about me that intimidates you? Because you know what? If you feel that I have something you want or you want to know how I got there, I'd rather for you to come and say, sis, listen, your game is on point. Can you give me some pointers? Because if I was into makeup or trying to be a makeup artist and you was in my circle, why would I go outside my circle and get somebody else when I have a sister that can give me some pointers?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I have family that don't even support my makeup business. And you
Girl.
know what? It used to hurt me, right? Like it hurted me. It used to hurt. But guess what? I don't care no more because one day when my makeup really takes off where it needs to be, baby, them same family members gonna say, hey, how much you gonna charge me or let me get a discount? And I'm gonna say, when I was first starting up, you didn't believe in me, then go pay that money to the same people you was paying it
Right,
to before.
right.
No.
Gina said, because it's Black women, I am. God didn't put us here to be mediocre. And Washika said, with me next to women doing better than me, I'm taking notes. She said, yeah, I think that's what she
Miss
said. I'm gonna take
Washington, we not doing no better than you, baby. We all on the same level. It ain't nobody doing no better than nobody. We all trying to make it to the top. So we taking notes with each other. We all helping each other
absolutely.
grow up.
And the sisterhood picnic was a clear example of us all taking notes.
Absolutely.
because
I'm gonna be
all,
honest.
we're all coming together as
Mhm.
strangers. We may have known of each
But we
other because we've
don't
been
know
in
each
the
other.
same arena with each other. But now we're getting to know each other. And so we're all taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Because we're
Absolutely.
going to learn as we continue this sisterhood. We're going to know what makes you tick, what you don't like. And that's how we build. It's like you've been in an intimate relationship.
Absolutely.
We're in an intimate relationship with sisters, and so we're gonna build this bond. We're gonna know, oh, if she looks this way, hey, what's gonna happen? You know,
Absolutely.
when she's get quiet, reserved, and step back, okay, what's going on?
Absolutely. And
We're going to know these things about each other. So, Rashika, we're all taking notes because
absolutely.
when you're in a sisterhood, we all come from different backgrounds, but at the same time, we're all are bringing so much to the table, so
Absolutely.
much to the table that's going to continue the sisterhood. And I promise you, you mark my word, today is the 26th. When people see this video continue to circulate,
You about to
I
have me cry.
promise you, I promise you, they're going to say, what, what can we do to have this type of sisterhood?
And you know the crazy
Because
thing
the
about
one thing that made it more special for me is it wasn't a lot of close-ups.
it was the distance.
Yes, but
And it
this,
was it wasn't planned. We just had conversation. It was
right,
natural.
right, right. And when I saw it, and for me, when all of our backs was turned, and the pink was just flowing, and I was just like, my God, here we are coming
Totally.
together from different walks of life. But when you looked at that picture,
We have each
oh,
other backs.
you saw one, and I was like, wow.
You know, and that was a good picture because that picture to me, it
Mm-hmm.
says that from a person that comes from, again, I've
When
never been
I'm
a pretty
telling you,
girl.
girl, when I saw it, girl, I was done. I was done.
I've never
I was
been the
done.
pretty girl. I've never been the person, but
Girl.
most people have always not liked me because I'm me. I'm either going to tell you how I feel or they feel threatened or whatever.
Right,
So with that being said, me being able to lock arms with my sister while being my mom being in front of us, and it's showing that she got the front of us and we got each other's back while we're holding her and we're
right,
lifting her up and
right.
we pushing her in her back. That just
Absolutely,
shows that.
absolutely, absolutely. I
So
mean, and you know, and I am looking so forward because I'm just looking forward to where we're gonna go. And I think, well, I don't think, I know
I know.
God gave Queen this vision for a sisterhood for a reason. And I truly believe we're going to be that change that women, African American women, want to see.
Absolutely, because it's okay.
Because, you know,
Out of
people
the group, I
people
feel
got
like
that
I'm the
ride
more
or die.
ratchet. Yeah, I feel
You
like
get
I'm the more ratchet. I'm the little one that's a little rough on the edge, you know, the
well,
rough.
well, I can be like I am very feisty, and you probably never thought that about me. My friend Robin, I don't know if she's still on there. She used to always tell my mom, she's like, I can't take her nowhere. Because a lot of people look at me and be like, oh, she just quiet. But I'm that ride or die chick. And I used to always tell my late husband, if we get into a fight, I'm fighting with you. Like,
But you know what? Mama called me her. There she goes. She said her little firecracker. I
yeah,
am.
I mean, and Gina said, yes, we know. Yeah, I mean, because like I said, people just be like, "Oh, she just don't push me on the other side."
Right, right, right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I am such a laid back person, but I'm the type of chick. If we all gonna fight, if one gonna fight, we all gonna fight. Now, if it's just one of you fighting, we gonna make sure we there. But there is not gonna be any other person gonna
Well,
be involved.
we ain't gonna do all of that because see the way my life is set up right now, we too good for that, and we too pretty to be getting hit in face, and I can't be covering up nobody's face with no concealer today. We just trying to walk runways, but
Girl,
you know,
yes.
in the oral sense, I just feel like I've never met a group of women, and me and Lady A, being the youngest two in that group,
Right.
me being a little rough on the edge, I found that y'all have taken to me, and it's not like, oh, look at baby sis. No, that's a grown woman. I
Right.
understand her
Right.
grind. I love her style, and regardless if she's mad or what, she's
Right.
still a genuine person. Y'all see me for me,
Mhm.
and not for the. Okay, yeah, y'all might not want to piss her off, but it ain't even like that, because to be
Right.
honest, to know me, to know my daughter really saved my life. And I
Wow.
appreciate my baby for that, because I
Wow.
was the girl that used to knock on your door. Come on outside. You got 30 seconds, so I'm coming in. That's me.
Wow. 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 Well,
You know,
I thank God for your daughter saving your life, because
me too.
we need you. We need you in this sisterhood so we can teach these young girls how to have a sisterhood. And that's what my thing is with my mentor organization, telling these young girls, we're leaders, we're not followers. And we're not
Absolutely.
going to demote ourselves because we want to be a part of some group. Because I'm telling you right now, if you sisters wasn't A1, I will be a zero and be on zero myself out, because I know you're going to hold me accountable and you're not going to let me make an ass out of myself wherever we may go.
Absolutely.
So I can look like the dummy and y'all sit back and laugh at me. Ain't no way. Because these young girls, they are ratchet. And if you're hanging around people, anybody that listen on this live, and I'm just going to say it, if you are with a group of women, whatever your age may be, and if you have a sisterhood or supposedly sisterhood, and you allow me to act damn ratchet, and you sit back and you laugh, and you make me the butt of your joke, you're not a damn friend. You're
Well,
not
I'm
a,
going to be honest with you.
you're not a sister, because if you catch me, Deanna, Queen, Rhonda, whoever, and if I'm somewhere and I get a little tipsy, don't say, oh, yeah, keep feeding her some more alcohol so she can still look ratchet, and you sitting there laughing at me.
Well, you know what, Miss Donna? You
And,
talking some stuff.
and
You
then you
talking
going to say,
now.
you my friend. You're not my friend. You're going to tell me, get your tail over here and sit down. Somebody else will go over there and get me some water and say, you done had enough.
Absolutely.
Let's chill it out.
But you know what? We don't have none of them. I done been in that situation.
No, what? Yeah.
I done been had to call my sister the next morning, and Jaquana, she on this live, she can tell you. And I'm not gonna say the other person's name, but they was on this live. They knew. For them to tell me, hey yo, if you ever drive drunk like that again, I'm calling your mama Queen Garrison, and you got some people in the car that can drive, we got a problem. That's when I learned that's not my friend. See,
No,
those are my friends. Because
no.
you allow me to drive drunk after a fashion show in a whole nother state where
Hold on.
I got kids to make it home to. And if God forbid, had I not took my own self and been like, y'all let me go get something to eat so I can sober up.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. I could have killed us and anybody else. And guess what? Y'all would have been sitting there laughing, but I wouldn't have had no life. I'd have been in jail. It's a whole lot of things. So
And that's what I'm saying. I know one of my close friends, I met her when I first moved here to Moore County, and I hung out because I didn't know anybody in Moore County. So I hung out with them, and so they were all friends. And she was just drinking, she was falling down and stuff, and they were still laughing. And I was just saying to myself, I was like, this how y'all do shit.
right, are you
Like
serious?
we're in a bar, people drinking,
Right,
but these is supposed to be your homegirl, right?
right.
And so I told her, I was like, I'm gone. We worked together. And I said, I'm leaving. I was like, you good? So she was riding with them. And so the next day I got to work and I told her, I said, don't invite me out with them anymore. And I said, I'm just telling you, I don't care if you've been friends since you was 5. Friends don't allow friends to belittle themselves in public, and you make her the
The
joke.
joke.
And then you
Absolutely.
stand around and you talk about what she done, and then you think that you're the shit. How?
No, because you're really the idiot. Because you look like
How?
the joke.
How do you do this?
Mhm.
And I don't care who it is. Even the young girls, we got, even like your daughter's age, we have to teach them at an early age. If you say you somebody's friends, that
Absolutely.
means you're not gonna co-sign on any foolishness that makes them look stupid. Because to me, if I act ratchet with you guys and we say we're sisters, that's a reflection of all of us.
Boom. That's it.
Or vice versa. That's a reflection of all of us. How can I say we're a sisterhood, but you're gonna say, oh well, she the one who's out there drinking, but you say you my friend, you say you my sister.
Absolutely.
But you
Absolutely.
let me be out here looking ratchet. You let me be out here looking ratchet, and they think it's cute. And then you talking to me, and you say you my friend, and then
When I
I
tell
see
you,
pictures you don't post, I see videos you don't post, and you saying you my friend, and you got me out here on social media looking ratchet, and I got a family, I got children, I got a mother, I got sisters, and this is how you gonna portray me to the world?
absolutely.
There's a disconnect somewhere.
That it was a big disconnect. And you know what? I learned, like I said, God started revealing stuff to me a couple weeks prior to. And when he reveals stuff to you, for a while, consider I have some stuff going on in my personal life, I'm
Right,
dealing with. I really wasn't trying to like focus on that. And my mom, I go to Queen a lot and I ask her like, well, should I do this? And she never tells me no.
right.
She always say, I'm gonna give you your own, let you be your own judgment, and you go and you do this. So when
Hmm.
when I asked her and she gave me that, I said, okay, I'm gonna try it out. And like I said, I went to VA and I experienced that. And then I had someone call and we had that conversation like, girl, you done lost your mind. You was like over here in the road right here. And I knew myself because like I
Hmm.
said, I called my sister like, girl, will you believe these fools had me driving drunk? So that incident took place and then another incident took place. And so I sat there and I said, you know what, Lord, thank you. Thank you, because even when I feel like you're not there, you're
You do.
still showing me what I need you to show me.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Because this is something that like I told you, this ain't something that I'm doing as a hobby. This is something I'm doing for a legacy for my kids.
absolutely,
So I
absolutely.
want that generational wealth. You know, I want that. That should go. If she say pray about it, and if God send you a sign, then go for it. And I'm
Absolutely.
big on feelings. If I don't feel it, I ain't going. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Not going.
And but you know what? That's when you're not feeling it, that's that still small voice that he's trying to say. Mm-mm. And you
Absolutely,
know what? I used to get mad when people, not mad, but like you felt some type of way when people didn't invite you, to certain things. But then when you sit back and look, and then he always show you what
absolutely,
it was like. Because somebody post about it and
absolutely,
you be like, oh, okay, Lord, I see why. So you know what?
absolutely,
I'm good. You ain't even got to invite me because don't ask me. I'm good. I'm good. I
absolutely.
know how to have a party at my own house by myself.
Absolutely. And another thing is, once you didn't cross me and we are not friends, we are no longer talking. When I say I'm done and I cut you off, it's a cutoff. It ain't no coming back.
Absolutely.
It ain't no, can we go
Absolutely.
party here? Can we do this? I'm not talking or dealing with you. I don't want no
Right.
dealings with you. I don't want no dealings with anybody that have any dealings with you,
Right.
because
Right.
that's bringing up the extra pain, the extra hurt. And so to keep the confusion down, you stay on your side. I'm going to stay on my side.
Absolutely. And we can all still
We
get
can
along. We can get
all
along,
get
have no
along.
animosity. You stay on your lane, I'm going to stay in mine. And so
Absolutely.
before we close, so what do you want to see happen with your daughter's modeling career? Is she still putting hers on hold for you?
She is. I'm ready for her to come back. I'm ready for her to actually like get into it. She's middle school now, so we're going into middle school. And now that she's going into middle school, I really want her to get back into it because she was Sumter's Fashion Week icon of 2021. And
Wow.
so she has a gift and she has a natural walk. Like it's a natural bad walk. And so I don't want her to give that up. Now, I do understand that as a kid, she was tired of the back. Like sometimes being backstage, it gets kind of hectic. And so now that I'm there and I'm full force with her, I want her to join back. But she's into sports now. So
Well, yeah. Yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, mommy, I hear you, but let me get to where I want to be. Let me flourish
Right.
my wings. And she's big on dancing. So I know we're about to close, but I just want to mention about my
Yes.
dancing. When I was her age, I was really big on dancing. I love dancing. Everybody called me Baby Sierra because I used to think that was me and I was gonna be her and I was gonna be wearing dancers.
Right.
Baby, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Right.
So after I went through some things with my kid's father and I kind of like fell off and
Mm-hmm.
kind of lost myself and I had my kids, I
Mm-hmm.
had my daughter, and my only prayer request to God was
Let
I
her
want one of my kids to take my talent and dance and run with it.
and
When
that's
I say my daughter has took that talent and she has ran with it, every TikTok dance she can do it with her eyes closed. She kind of
wow.
get frustrated with me because she's trying to teach me, and I'm like, girl, bye, I'm past
So
it.
you don't desire to dance anymore?
I do. I still dance. It's more so now with me is it has to be by request.
Okay.
But I find myself like if I'm just by myself or I'm in the house just jamming, cleaning, I'm dancing. Or with me and
Right.
her, I'm dancing. I want to get back into dancing. I want to actually open my own dance
Yes.
school one day.
Yes.
For low income kids. My
Yes.
daughter was on a dance team, but I think charging somebody $500 a year for dancing is reckless
No.
because there's parents out here with more than one kid that can't
Right.
afford that and will never be
Absolutely.
able to afford that.
Absolutely.
And so that's where I want to come in. But when I do it, I want my daughter to be just a little bit older because
Okay.
Slays by Jays is her first business. That's
Okay.
my makeup business. It's
Okay.
named directly after her. But
Right.
this dance studio, I want her to teach the classes
Oh
because
yeah.
with little kids, she's amazing. My daughter is amazing.
Well,
She's amazing, and
you might as well start her now. You might as well
absolutely,
start
her
her now.
biggest mentor is Kyla Hart. I think I said her name right. She's the young mentor model. She met my daughter when she first started in
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
modeling, and my daughter fell in love with her. So
Right.
that's who she looks up to. And
That-
so I see Kyra doing a lot of stuff with kids, and
She
so
is.
I really want my daughter to pick back up and at least get in contact with some kids that's not her age but of her age to
Mm-hmm.
show her the way to go. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the groundwork for her, but I want her to get into where
Absolutely.
she's comfortable so that we can go ahead and get it started. Cause
And I mean, and now is the time for her to start building her brand now. And just think,
absolutely,
if she's young now, just think by the time she get 18, 19, her whole company will be just like bam. And that's
absolutely,
what, I tell parents all the time. We're so busy, I know we all have to work, but we need to make sure we're checking in to see what our kids got going on because we got doctors, we got artists, we got poets, we got
absolutely,
designers in our own home, and we don't even know
absolutely.
because
My 5-year-old
we're
makes
so
so
busy trying to just live life, and that's fine. But when we have kids, we have to make sure we're nurturing them. So when we send them on in this world, they have something.
absolutely. My 5-year-old, she loves to walk. She walks in my heels all the time. It's
Well,
funny.
I make sure you have them in the fashion show. I would love for them to come to the kids fashion show because I'm doing a kids fashion show August 19th.
Okay, we're definitely there. We are definitely in there. She
Yeah.
makes clothes. She's starting to cut. At first, I was getting a little mad here because you're cutting clothes and buying them. Hold on, ma'am. You tripping. But I started to pay attention to her.
Right.
So she's starting to make clothes. I've watched her tear a shirt and tie it together and make a skirt out of it.
Mm.
And it's funny because we're walking in the store. And I looked at her. I said, girl, what the hell you got on? She said, Mama, it's my skirt. I said, believe it or not, it wasn't showing anything, but the fact that she made that,
Yes.
and she got a lot of
Yes.
compliments because she was like, well, that's cute. And I'm like, girl, she just made that out of a shirt. Don't even worry about it. But
Right.
it's the fact that she's 5, and
Right.
that's something that she's into at 5 years old.
And so now you just got to help her birth it.
We're going to go through it. Well, no, Grandma Queen is going to help her birthday because Mama don't do the clothes. Okay? Mama don't do the
But you know what? You can always, won't you just start going to this thrift store, buying her some garments, just buying her some garments, and allowing her to rip, because like you said, listen here, you can't be ripping up all the stuff we got up in this house. So you got to, but just go to the thrift store, take it home, wash it, and see what she does.
That's a good idea. I
See
think
what
I
she
might do
does.
that.
I mean, go to these Goodwills and just get bagfuls and stuff, and let her have a field day and say, now listen, this is the stuff you're gonna cut up. Now the clothes that we go to the store by, we can't. Now if you want to add a little piece to it, you can, but we ain't cutting nothing. So and that's where she can start, because if she's like ripping it apart, you got to start somewhere. And what better way is to go to the thrift stores and buy her these garments and let her have a field day.
You know what? That's funny. I am, because she asked me. So we have a date tomorrow. We're going to the Splash Pad and they're gonna eat pizza. So I try to do stuff with my kids when I'm on my spare
Right,
time and not downtown.
right.
So I think that'll be a cute little date for her, me and Friday. For Friday, me and her go
Queen
shopping.
said, let her do her own creativity. I know, that's what I said. Go buy her some clothes at the thrift store. And like if people, people that got kids that they want to give clothes away, hey, tell them I'll take them.
Absolutely.
And let her be her creative self.
Absolutely.
But yeah, but Queen is in hey Jacob, but Queen is one of the designers. So I hope you have your girls in the show. It's 6 to 16. I'm super excited. I'm just super excited just about just seeing these kids rock the runway, because I believe in giving back to our youth, because you know what? We as grown people, we can hold our own sometimes, but what about these kids? This is our future. This is our future. And if we don't invest in them, who's going to invest in them?
Absolutely. Do you mind if I be their makeup artist? I would like
You
to do that.
can, yes. You can do, light makeup, absolutely. So send me a picture and I can make you a flyer, because I'm just super excited, girl. I am just super excited. And, I'm trying not to get emotional, but, I was talking to Queen, and I tell her all the time that when I start making my flyers, because I have my girlfriends that back me. But then when you have people that want to back you, it's because they see, oh, so you got this person, and I want people to back me because they believe in me.
I believe in you, Miss Taylor.
Don't back me because you feel I know this person or know that person. You don't know who I know.
Absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
you don't know who I know. So that's why everybody that have reached out to me for this fashion show for the kids, girl, I am so excited. And I told him, I said, listen, this is part of my mentor organization. So I was like, one of the guys, he wants to come do a motivational speaker for the young people. And I was like, listen, now you can come. I was like, but you have to volunteer. He was like, no. He was like, I want to. He was like, you just give me the platform and I want to talk to these youth. And that's what this fashion show is about. It's not so much about the clothes. It's about instilling in them that they can be confident wherever they're at.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wherever they're at.
And
Because
then, it's not a lot of
and our
fashion
black
shows.
kids, our African American kids, they're suffering. I know a lot of other people kids are suffering, but I have
But
to talk
our
about
kids are suffering.
our kids are suffering because
Absolutely.
there used to be a time where we didn't commit suicide. And if
Absolutely.
we did, it was very rare. It wasn't like it's like, to me, and this is no disrespect to family that have lost their people from suicide, it's just like almost a part of the norm now.
It is. And I lost my
It
uncle.
bothers me because it's like the norm. Our kids, oh, you bully. I tell the school don't want to do nothing. So what you do, mamas go home and then they find their babies hanging themselves, or they find their babies taking pills, and we're not doing anything about it because you know what? Oh, well, it's just, no, it's a real problem.
Another thing that has been another issue with a lot of black kids as well. We have This world is going through some things right now. And so we have a lot of black struggling moms that can't afford a lot of different things, and they can't afford to do these things with their kids. And so by them not being able to afford it, it's causing problems, and these kids are not loving themselves. And I say this because I lost my uncle to suicide. And my uncle was not just my uncle, that was my brother. I'll never forget the phone call that day. It was me and my biological brother. We were actually riding together. And when my mama called, I was driving. And my mom, she she told my brother to put it on speakerphone, and I'll never forget it. My brother and my uncle are identical, and this is our uncle, my granddaddy's son, and he would have been 34 this year. I'm 30 now, so you see the difference.
Right.
When I say I almost wrecked my car because I didn't understand why my uncle would take his life, because I thought we came from a family that we could talk. But no, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna be transparent here. I suffer from depression, and I have nobody that I can go talk to in my family right as we speak. When I say my kids get on my nerves, they say, well, nobody told you to have that many kids. No, they didn't. But guess what? Being a mom, any mom, their kids get on their nerves. But when you're a consistent mom, you go to work, you come home, you breathe your kids, you feed your kids, you definitely do this for your kids. My only outlook is my modeling. That's where I have my peace, and I found my peace. And no, I don't have bad kids. But my kids don't have family members that they can call and say, hey, can I come spend the weekend there? My kids don't have that. So my kids, I have to be that mama, grandma, daddy, aunt, uncle. I have to be it all. So I get it. My kids suffer from depression, and I have to tell them a lot of times, like my 10-year-old, I'm going to speak on him. He's an African-American boy. And I had to tell him, he said, well, Mom, why don't my family like me? Why can't I go to my aunt's house? Or why can't I go here? Because my girls, my family will come take them without a shadow of a doubt. But it's my boys that's left to suffer. And as Black men, they already suffering. And I have to tell my son, son, it's okay. You got mama. And your daddy, y'all might not get along, but he may not be the best dad, and he might not have $1 million, but it's more than what some kids can say that they have. Some of them don't have a daddy. Their dad ain't thinking about them. Right. So with that being said, as us Black people in our family, talk to y'all kids, yo. It's important, because my kids, sometimes I find myself and I look like, baby, it's okay. And they come and they hug me, and I be like, I might be in my mode, right? I'll be like, get off of me. But I have to hug them because I don't know what they're feeling.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
And sometimes they're scared to come talk, because I was that child. Because like I said, parents be like, well, why did you depressed? You ain't da-da-da-da-da. I'm a grown woman at 30 with 7 kids, and I can't tell my family, hey, my kid's getting on my nerves. But you know what I told my mom one day? I was talking to Queen. I said, what's going to be really messed up is when my kids called them one day and say, hey, my mom jumped off the bridge, or my mom did something. And you know what she told me? She said, no, you ain't. She said, they ain't never going to do that call. She said, you pray about it when your times are so hard. Lord knows.
Absolutely.
You pray and you hit your knees, and when you can't and you feel like nobody's there, you just cry out. You keep crying until it gets better.
And now you have a sisterhood.
But now that I have that sisterhood, I can call and say, hey, y'all, just pray for me. I told Rhonda that Saturday, I said, I may not call and speak on y'all or say much to y'all, but if I tell you to pray, just pray. Don't ask no questions, just pray.
But one thing that I want to tell you, and people can say depression is not real or whatever, because I done been depressed too. I know what it's like. But one thing that I do know is that when you need him the most, he's going to be there. And don't ever feel like you're by yourself, because you have a sisterhood. If you need to start a group chat and say, hey, we need to have a chat, whatever you need to do. Because I'm like Queen, you're going to be here for your children, for your children's children, because you got this. And I know sometimes we don't have people to talk to, because you don't want to hear all the naysay. You just want somebody to say, I get it. I may not understand, but I get it. And when you feel like you don't have people that you can go to, you will withdraw. You will withdraw back to yourself, because I do it. Because like you said, we can put on this makeup, we can have our hair different kind of ways, but you don't know the pain that we feel, whatever we're going through. Because you know why? Because we make it look good. We choose to just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing. But at some point, we're not going to keep pushing.
Exactly. It's going to
But
be a
I'm
day.
telling you, no matter what you have to do, you can say, hey, I need a break. Hey, can y'all meet at the park? Can we all just meet at the park somewhere? But just know we have a sisterhood now that we're here for each other, and nobody's going to be left out in the cold, because everybody's going through their own struggle, and we'll get there one by one. But just know you have a support system. You have a sisterhood. You have a sisterhood because God has given you some amazing kids, some talented kids, and He did not give you these kids for you to shortchange yourself. He didn't give you these kids for you to check out. That's not an option. That's not an option. The only option that you have is you're going to keep fighting, you're going to keep winning, and you're going to keep pushing these children, because you know what? At the end of the day, when you make it to the top, and the family members and the friends, the naysayers, the one to say, oh, well, you know what? Yeah, she got 7 kids, so what? But you know what? Look at them now. I got one over here. She got her own clothing line. Now what? And see how I am. I tell people, when I started building this house, building my brand, the people that didn't believe in me and they walked away, keep walking, because you walked away when I was building the foundation. And now that the windows are up and the top is on, keep walking, because you didn't believe in my vision. Because you know what? It might have took me a little longer, but
Absolutely.
don't come back and say, oh, we ride or die. No, we didn't ride or die, because when I was building my foundation, you left. You left, so you want my ride or die. You want to be my ride or die now that the house is built.
Absolutely.
No, you can't be my ride or die. And I'm the type of person, if you have been believing in me, rocking with me, when I win, you win.
You win too.
You cannot say you've been my ride or die when I was laying the foundation and it wasn't even wet, and you talking about, oh, it's going to take you 5 years to build this house. Well, the house is built now. So I can't help you. All I can do is say I love you and keep it moving.
Absolutely.
Keep it moving. Hey, Robert, that's my mentor, but I just want to tell you, I love you. I love you. I am so thankful to just be in the mix of your sisterhood, because we got something great. You're going to be amazing. So just know that. And when you get frustrated, tell the baby, say, listen, give mama 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Go in your bathroom, take your shower. If it takes 10 minutes, we know how to do that. No. Mama, you said 5 minutes. Oh, baby, I know. Just give me 5 more minutes, right? Because that
Absolutely.
way we can relax. We're not saying that you're going to forget what's going on, but by the time you go and you come back, you can give them your undivided attention for 10 minutes and say, okay, hey, here I am. What we going to do? And I know, because I've done it, you'd be like, oh, okay, all right. Is it almost bedtime? Like, I just like, like, is it almost bedtime? I'm done. But you know what? But when you keep giving them time, they're going to keep giving you that push.
Absolutely.
They're going to keep giving you that push. And you know what? And just say, hey, it's been a long day, but I got 10 minutes, however many minutes that you need for them. And then you say, now, if you want to still talk, if you got to prepare dinner, let's sit at the table. You can chit chat, and that can still be your time, but don't quit. And I know it gets frustrated, but you can't quit. You got too much
Absolutely.
to offer. You got too much to offer your baby.
Absolutely. You know, my babies are the reason why I keep pushing. My boys are my
Yeah.
biggest hype men. They're big on, oh, my mom's like, they go to school, they say my mom's a model and my mom should be on Instagram. I'm like, dude, y'all don't even know nothing about Instagram. Or they see me get dressed, and my 10-year-old,
But you see why?
in
Because
it.
they are so proud of you. They're so proud of you. Queen said it's called reset, and Robert said don't give up. It is called a reset, because it doesn't matter how old our kids are. We still have to, like Queen said, we have to reset. And I'm in a season of my life that I'm having to reset, and sometimes that reset doesn't feel good. But just think, once you reset and God just say, okay, I got you, then it makes it all worthwhile. Because like, I've been in this fight And I've been wanting to quit, but you know, my mom is the one that say, don't quit. Stand the fight. It gets hard, but stand the fight. If you gotta cry, cry, but don't quit.
That's
And so
my mom.
you don't quit.
That's my queen, and I appreciate it.
Don't quit.
That's
We
it.
got this. We got
Yes.
this. We don't quit. But I love you. But yeah, but make sure you send me a picture that I can put on the flyer so I can go ahead and promote and you know, if your daughter wants to dance, if she don't want to model, she can do a dance and be part of she can do the entertainment piece since it's age appropriate. She's a,
Yes.
yeah. So just find out and let me know. And but yeah, but August 19th. But I can't wait to see the pictures. Queen, we're waiting. We're anxious to see.
Yes. So anxious. It was amazing.
And look, I was looking at some of our still pictures. Girl, I was out there when we was on the grass. One of my pictures, I was like this. I was like, just look at this. I was like, my mouth was like, I ain't have no teeth. I was like, come on now. But I laughed because that is like true sisterhood, because we won't try to like pose for the camera. We was like eating, it was hot, the sun was beaming down. But that one picture, and I looked, because I was like, what am I doing? And girl, I did it close up. My mouth was like this.
Why did she? We were sitting on the bench, and Mama showed me one of his pictures. Everybody else is so serious. I'm like, are y'all sitting there photo ready? I'm just like,
girl,
what's up with the Kool-Aid?
Oh gosh, what she saying? Let me see what she said. She said it was my facial for me in one of the pictures. I know, but I'm telling you, I was just like, and then like the other picture, you know, we were standing in front of the train.
She called it a Kool-Aid smile.
Look, you see the little the
tin man over there.
I was like, somebody should have just went over there and hugged the tin man. The tin man was just standing there like, oh, okay. Like,
y'all just gonna come over here beside me, right, and not even pay me no mind. I'm the tin man.
I looked at them pictures. I was cracking up, but that's the beauty of it. That was the beauty of it. But we got you, girl. We got you. She said, what she said, the tin man really count, yes. Girl, I'm telling you, I look, because I strode up. At first I was like, who is this in the picture, right? Because I was just looking at us, and then I was like, blew it up, and I was like, dang, the tin man.
Man, that is too funny. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I seen that one picture. It's like the three of us. It's me, you, and then Lady A. I was standing over your head. I'm like, look at us looking like a whole bag of snacks over here. We looking like short, small, tall, short, small, tall. Absolutely, a whole bag of snacks. What burrito you want? We got every flavor.
Oh God, I'm telling you, that was a powerful shoot. I'm telling you.
Yeah, my makeup sweated off that day. My makeup sweated off.
Girl, at one point, you know, when we was in the waterfall, you know, I'm still out there trying to be cute, trying to be picture ready. But at one point, I'm just like, hell, I just want to sit out in this water, like.
Look at the water. We was sitting on the gate, on the train. Honey, that water, that sweat between the heat and the sweat that made one side of my wig pop up. I said, look at this right here. That's my wig. Wait a minute. Why am I having so many troubles up here? And you know me, I didn't zoomed in too. Like, is that my wig? No, that is a corner of my wig standing up. Montel was to fix that. She had to glue that lace back down.
That was Jaquana said, shit, my wig done lifted up.
Look, I had to go and switch my wig and everything. But I can't wear that wig to the interview because that wig got wet. It's the side just sitting up.
Queen said at that moment in the waterfall, I was over for it. She said the water felt good because it was, girl, I'm telling you, But when you said, look at that, you said, look at, when we were standing back there, you said, look at my wig. You said, it's done lifted up. It's done lifted up. Girl, I was just like, it was so hot, but it was so good. The shoot was really, really amazing. Thank you, Queen. We love you, sis.
We love
I
you
can't
so
wait to
much.
see the latest pictures, but no, but
Just pay attention
okay.
to that one by the train. You're going to see my wig. It was floating, baby. I'm glad. You know, them pictures right there.
Hey, I'm telling you, hey, just think if we would have had them somewhere or that glue.
I'm thankful I ain't go get my real hair dyed before, but I was had dye running everywhere.
It said, Gayla said, God bless both of you. Head of your business star. Proud of you and your guests. Thank you. But girl, can you imagine like we were still using that glue?
No, Quanta, I'm about to tell it on you, sis. Quanta did spray her little spray that it's called Wonder Band Bond Wonder. So she got hers, and oh Lord, hers then came and sprayed the whole side of her hair, so it then came down to makeup. I'm over there picking it off. Lord Jesus, she talking about sis, my wig still sliding. I
Look,
said, ah, girl,
she just said her wig was about
her whole wig was like. I said, you know what? The devil is busy, but these pictures so came out good. My makeup was plotted right here, and it was missing.
Hey, good. Quite said when we was talking about makeup sitting on the sitting on the thing. She talking about, look, you done touch your face, and now it's the separation.
A whole makeup artist.
But look, before we go, I ain't gonna say nothing. I was thinking the same thing. When you touch your face, and I was like, okay, her makeup's still good. And so when we started talking about makeup, and you did like that, and I was looking like, and I didn't say nothing. That time, Carla said, see, your makeup, you don't touch right there.
But you know what? I was happy for your little blotch pad. So now, when we have our sisterhood photo shoot, I'm going to do better. I'm going to have all my stuff, my powder, my setting spray. So, baby, I had to come home and doggone do my face back over. I won't come home to stay. I was going to out of here. True, I looked
You know
too
what?
good Saturday to
We
sit
need
in
to like start investing in like the little, just make. We can either have each person, like we can make Ziploc bag, and we can put each person their own brush and
Don't worry
everything
about it.
in.
2 steps ahead of you, sis.
Okay, good.
We got this one. Y'all makeup artists got this one. I'm coming for it. But I'm
Good.
working on concealer too, because like I said, the makeup is really big on making sure the seasons, you have the
Right.
right stuff for the seasons. So now I'm gonna go shopping. The Lord gonna make it work out right.
Yep.
So Slays by Jays, our business, I'm going to go invest in some waterproof summertime concealer. So that when we out there sweating and all this good old heat out here, because this just beginning. I'm also myself having my own personal events. I want to do some camping with some ladies. I'm doing a camping ATV ride shoot
I
July
know.
1st.
I wish I could do that, but girl, let me tell you something. I want to do it, but I know I can't do it right now. But I'm like, now, because I'm trying to step out my comfort zone, so I'm gonna do this pageant, right? And so when you said camping, I was like, camping, dirty, mud. I was like, how do I fit in this equation?
Well, believe it or not, you would. Because
I mean, I know, but girl, I'm telling you, and that's one thing y'all gonna have to do. Y'all gonna just have to push me out of my comfort zone. Like, I don't mind trying different things, but I won't willingly just you know what I'm saying? Just like do it.
so this is what I'm gonna say. Next time we do it, we won't be doing the mud. So I'm gonna just give you a little hint. So I'm gonna do this again, because I
Okay.
want to get more people to come out, and I want
Okay.
to eventually.
Okay.
I'm gonna go city to city with this. We're gonna go. We're gonna do some different things.
Okay.
So with this idea was given to me because I like to ride ATVs. And so it's not, you don't see a lot of models getting dirty. You see them being sexy all the time, right?
Right.
But we're not just here to sell sex, because we get dirty too. We like to have fun.
Right.
So for those women that do not know how to drive ATVs, you can get a driver. I have some people that's going to come and actually drive. And if you know anybody that's on this live watching and you guys want to join, July 1st at Bosco Beach, 3 o'clock. We will be out there getting footage, taking pictures, and riding. If you want to be a driver for some ladies, we're accepting more drivers as well.
And make sure you ain't drinking and driving.
Yeah, no drinking and driving. We'll save that for after the fact. That's partying after the fact for camping.
Right.
But so we're gonna go out there and we're gonna just have fun and mingle, get to know everybody. More people get to know more people. Actually like enjoy each other. Just mingle. It's something different. Like I said, you don't see models get dirty, but I'm a good old country girl myself.
I'm country, but I don't like to get dirty.
I don't like to get dirty, but when it's fun, like mud slinging and stuff like that, I'm all for it. So,
girl, we might have to get some I might have to bring out one of them old wigs, like, you know, so when you finish, you can just throw it away.
Well, see, the next one I do, we're not going to do the ATV slide. We're actually going to do a waterfall. There's a place that has a waterfall that we're going to actually go hiking to. We're going to hike the waterfall and take pictures in the nature while we're actually hiking of the nature. And then when we get to the waterfall, we're going to take pictures there. And then we're going to come back because the place actually has like this shut-in camping where they shut the doors and like they lock you in until 5 o'clock in the morning, and you can do s'mores. You can do just tell ghost stories and just mingle. I don't plan on sleeping on July 1st. I plan on having fun. I plan on, Mama, yeah, you're definitely not gonna miss that one.
Yeah.
So I plan on we're doing a color party on July 1st. So everybody that's actually staying at the Bosco Beach, we're gonna do a color. Everybody should have a different color, and then we're gonna do the color theme. And we're gonna sit and talk and enjoy, do some s'mores, do some cooking because we're gonna be hungry, and I'm gonna
absolutely.
So we're gonna eat something and just enjoy, just talk.
Absolutely.
And then, like I said, the more that we do it, just not as often, like not every month, but like the next one I do will be in September before it gets too cold.
Yeah, that's
because I want to hit that waterfall.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
Cool. Yes, we do something special for you.
Yes.
Just doing that sisterhood and not just us ladies. Being able to mingle with fellas too, you know, just to have a good time. We don't gotta be talking or, you know, be intellectual with each other. We're mingling as friends and getting to enjoy each other. So if you got a significant other, bring them so they can get to know us as the modern world. Because again, the modern world has been portrayed by some people to be something that is not. It's a lot of us women out here that just like to have fun, to do what we do. And that's what we're doing. So it's all about networking and putting ourselves out there, putting the brand out there. And if you have something that you want to do, you know, you network with people, you tell them about your business, and we just go from there.
Absolutely. That sounds awesome. Hey, James. But girl, oh God, I had so much fun. I have really enjoyed this live. Like I said, let me know. Send me a picture so I can put it on for the makeup artist, because Queen had to remind me, because I'm doing flyers for the kids, but you know, you got so many things going. But I'm super excited. I am super excited.
I'm excited.
You know, I can't wait. You know, I hope all my sisters will be able to come and support us. You know, Queen will be dressing the kids too, so I'm super excited about that. So I'm just happy about this show. I just don't know what God is going to do, but I think it's going to be one for the books.
Absolutely. It's going to be one for the books. Definitely. Yes. I appreciate you, Miss Taylor.
All right. Love you, sis.
Love you. Y'all have a good night. Thank you again for having me. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Let me see what Queen said. We got each other. Absolutely. Guys, thank you for tuning in to Hot Topics with Donna. I am your host. Let me just go ahead and give you some little updates on some stuff that's got going on. As you know, I still have my book, Imperfect Merit Saved by Grace. You can go get it from Amazon. And I'm still planning on having a book signing. I haven't decided when I'm going to do it. Oh, thank you, James. My friend Nene Walls is having I Am Plush fashion show November 11th, 2023. This is in Fayetteville, North Carolina, if you want to do that. And then Beyond the Vision production present the second annual NC Dopest Couture Award and Fashion Show, which Diamond Knight is the founder and the CEO of this. I will be doing blue carpet interviews for this. This is in Fayetteville, October 28th, 2023. Go support. My friend Jonice, she's doing No Heels to Heels fashion show. That's October the 7th. This is also in Fayetteville, North Carolina. A powerful message with this. My friend Vincent Ingram out of Sanford, North Carolina, he is putting on How It Seems, presents What Meant to Be fashion show, an empowerment fashion show. That's something else they're doing in Sanford. And then, of course, the one and only A Confident Me Kids Fashion Show, August 19th. These are my designers. Look at there, look at there, look at there. So share the flyer. I'm super excited. We have Unique Queen LLC, Positive One, F&O, Fulcurio, Princess, and SVN Era. These are going to be some amazing designers dressing our little ones. And then here's the flyer for the fashion show. All these kids on here are kids that are part of Shape, and that is August 19th. So if you have a king or queen that's between the ages of 6 and 16, you don't want to miss this. This is going to be an amazing show. So I am truly excited for all the people that have reached out to want to be a part of it. For the fashion show that we are putting on here in Southern Pines, North Carolina. If you or know someone that would like to sponsor any book bags that's already pre-filled, that would be amazing. If you need more information, just inbox me. We give away free book bags to all of the kids that participate in the fashion show, and we give away book bags to all of the kids that may be in the audience as well. So if you or your business would like to donate book bags that's already filled with paper, pencils, crayons, and stuff of sort like that, that would be awesome. So just let me know. But before we close, I just want to tell each and every one of you, thank you for always tuning in. I love it when we have great dialogue. I love it when you guys come on here and give me feedback and talk to us and interact with the guests. And that's what this platform is about. Because here on Hot Topics with Donna, we interview ordinary people doing extraordinary things in their lives and in their communities. But one thing I want to leave with you today, and me and Deanna touched on it a little bit, and it's about sisterhood. Whether it's a sisterhood between you and a biological sister, or a group of girlfriends or your girlfriends, and a brotherhood, it doesn't matter. If you're going to say that you're a sisterhood or a brotherhood, make sure you're living up to that expectation. Be your brother's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. Don't allow your brother or sisters to be out here living a ratchet, foul life. I'm not sitting here saying that we are perfect. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a good time. What I am saying is you should make sure whoever you're hanging with are accountable. If I am with my girlfriends and I'm out of line, my girlfriend should be able to say, hey, you need to reel it back in. You're getting out of control, not sitting by and allowing me to be ratchet, allowing me to act like I have no common sense. Because one thing I say all the time, yes, I have been building this brand for 2.5 years, but if God decided that this is no longer the path that he wants for me, I still want to have my name. I still want my name to have a good taste in his mouth. And if you're saying that you're my sister, or if you're saying that you're somebody's brother, or it can be a relationship between a guy and a girl that is not intimate, but you have to make sure the people that's in your life, you're holding them accountable. I don't care if it's mama, brother, sister. I don't care, because a lot of times people feel like because you're a mom, you don't make mistakes. I've made plenty of mistakes as a mom. And as long as my kids are living, I still may make more mistakes. And if you think that you have a mom that don't make mistakes, if you have a brother that don't make mistakes, a sister that don't make mistakes, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. And a lot of times we put these people up on pedestal and think that they can't do any wrong. And then the day comes that they do. So make sure that you're putting everybody in your box in your circle, make sure you're holding them accountable. You can't just allow people to do what they want to do to you, say what they want to say, act how they want to act, and there is no consequences. Because my all-time saying is, we teach people how to treat us. And if we allow people to treat us with disrespect and think that we need them or think that we owe them something, you're never going to get anywhere in life, because you're going to always try to fill that box. And when that box keeps growing and you cannot continue to fill it for them, then what? Then what? You must stay true to who you are. If you have a business that you want to do, if you want to write a book, whatever it is that you want to do, make sure you're doing it to the glory of God. Because when we step out of the will of God, it is not going to work. I don't care what you do, where you try to go, what you try to buy, what you try to achieve. If God ain't in it, yeah, you can get it, but the question is, can you keep it? Is it going to grow? Is it going to produce fruit? That's the question. Whatever you're doing in life, is it producing fruit? And if you're looking at your life and you're not producing fruit, then maybe you need to take a seat back and say, Lord, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I've missed the mark. Because you know what? I can tell you a lot of times I done got ahead of God, and it did not work. It didn't last, because I didn't say God. I said Donna. Donna got ahead of God because I wanted this. I had to have it. So you know what? I got it, but did I keep it? Absolutely not. And that's a promise that I will always vow to myself. Whatever it is that I desire and I want, I have to go seek counsel from him. Because if God said, I'm not telling you you can't have it, but I'm telling you right now, the timing is not right. Because if you get it now, you won't know how to handle it. If you misuse it, you're going to lose it. And so we have to make sure that anything we're doing in life, that it lines up with him. Because you know what? Satan can make it looks good too. And you think, oh yeah, God gave it to me. You better make sure you're getting it from the right source. Oh, thank you, Miss Michelle. But I'm telling you. Guys, we are living in the last days. And we think we got all day. We can be here today and we can be gone today. So I tell you, if you are not where you should be in relationships, friendships, maybe you have to take a seat back and reevaluate your own self. And a lot of times that is the most hardest thing to do, when we have to do self-evaluation. Because you know what? Sometimes I look at myself and I be like, really, girl, get yourself together. Get your mind right. And that's the hardest thing, when you have to check yourself. Because you get so caught up in say, I can't do this because I don't know. Or because you feel you got to be this way or that way. But I challenge each of you today, whatever you're doing in life, make sure you're doing it for you. Because people would disappoint you. It doesn't matter who they are, they would disappoint you. So make sure that you're trusting God more than you're trusting people. Make sure you're trusting God more than you're trusting yourself. Because sometimes the writing can be on the wall and we can just ignore it and think, oh, it's going to be erased. But still, God, keep it right in front of you and say, don't you see what I'm trying to show you? Don't you see what I'm trying to tell you? So don't be afraid when you lose stuff. Don't be afraid when you lose people. Don't be afraid when they just say, I can't. All right, well, you can't. Good, because now you're saving me my peace. You're saving me to keep having joy. Because if you lose it, it was to save your life. It was to save your life. And that's the hardest pill to swallow, because we want to hold on to stuff. And when God say, I got this over here for you, open, you ain't got to jump through hoops to get it. You ain't got to just do somersaults. All you got to do is say, drop it and let it go. He'll cover the rest. He'll fill the void. With God, you don't have to jump through hoops. How people make you jump. Well, girl, if you want to be my friend, you got to do A, B, and C. God say, come as you are. I'm going to love you. I'm going to meet you where you are. And if we have those type of friendships that can do that, hey, you better stick to them. Because people love you, they're going to love you. If you need to be corrected, they're going to correct you, but it's going to be out of love. They're not going to let you be out here looking crazy. They're not going to put you on social media acting ratchet. They're not going to do that. Because I'm telling you right now, all my friends, they're gonna see this live later. If y'all catch me out and let me be out and I am ratchet and you have videoed me and put me on social media, just don't even bother to like reach out to me. And that's just real talk. Because if you're allowing me to be out looking ratchet, for what? Don't have me out here looking ratchet. Don't have your friends, your sisters out here looking ratchet. And ladies, before I leave, and I've seen a lot on my Facebook page, and I'm just going to keep it 100, honest, open, and transparent. If your brand means anything to you, then you would carry yourself in such a way that if somebody wanted to invest in you, they can go back and say, ooh, yeah, I can spend my money right here because they're doing blah, 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 blah. Okay, sis. But if you're on your social media page and you're being ratchet, cut it out. It's not a good look. Because you should want to be building your brand then instead of turning it down, you out here just ratchet, just living life. I ain't saying don't live life, but everything ain't for the book. Everything ain't for the book. I don't have nothing to hide because I'm grown. I can do whatever I want to do. But everything is not for the book. If you're trying to go somewhere in life, if you're trying to build a brand, I don't care what it is. If you want to write a book, and whatever it is, just being a normal person, just being who you are. Let your name speak for itself. When people talk about you, what do they say? What do they say? Because at the end of the day, if I don't have Hot Topics with Donna, if I never write another book, if I don't have a mentor organization, I want my name to still have value. So stop out here being ratchet and living your life reckless. The time is now for us to start building, start growing. So just like Deanna said, so she can leave a legacy for her children. If you have children, you should want to be living a legacy for them. If you got children, you still trying to live a ratchet life, what kind of example do you think you're setting for your children? What kind of example are you setting for your family? And you talking about, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, but you're out here acting ratchet. What preneur are you trying to do? Be who you say you are and do what you're supposed to be doing for you. And keep God first, and He will guide you, because that's the only way that you're going to be successful, if you keep Him first. Now, you can do it on your own. That's free will. But I promise you, it's not going to last. I promise you, it will not. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. Nothing will last if you don't have God in it. So, guys, be good to yourself. Be good to the people that love you. Be good to the people that love you. And if you have any discord with family members or whatever, make it right. You don't mean you have to still deal with them, but just make it right. Because you don't want anything stepping in your way that God is trying to get you to. Doesn't mean that we think we're better. It just means that, you know what? Our season is over. And you know what? I wish you the best. But where I'm going, your journey ends here. Because every chapter has an ending. And if you only was meant to go with me for the first 2 chapters, hey, we enjoyed it while we had these 2 chapters, but now the rest of the chapters, hey, I got to do this on my own. And then he'll send those people that you need. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you for tuning in. Thank each and every one of you for tuning in, hanging out with me. I will be back tomorrow with another guest. But like I said, I had all these shows coming up. So if you want to be in them, all you got to do is go back and hit the replay, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Continue to share my flyers. If you have any little one from 6 to 16, guys or girls, kings or queens, that would like to be in a Confident Me fashion show, this is our 3rd annual. It is free. They do not have to pay to be in there. We're going to have practice the day of. It's going to be so much love. I got some 5 fabulous designers. I just got a makeup artist that's going to do these babies' faces. And I got a host. I got a motivational speaker that's going to come and talk to the parents, talk to the youth. I am super, super excited. Guys, I have an entertainer, another guy that's going to entertain. So I'm super excited. I'm just super excited. So I hope to see you in the place. But like I said, if you or your business would like to sponsor book bags, it can be 1, it can be 2, it can be 10. But we will have pre-filled book bags for all of our kids models and kids that may be in the audience. We're only taking up to 30 kids. 30 kids is the max, and each kid will walk for 2 designers, and then I have other scenes that they're going to do. So it's just going to be fun, fun, fun. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. And until next time, we will see you again on Hot Topics with Donna, where HOT stands for honest, open, and transparent. And here on Hot Topics, we interview ordinary people doing extraordinary things in their lives and in their community. Thank you, and good night. Bye.